I want to talk and have a conversation really about you as a person, because we want to get to know Viren Pattel, the individual that is now a thought leader within the social mobility agenda, the diversity agenda. You're a leader within the educational skills, higher education sector. But we all have a journey that we've been on, and the ups and downs of that, which makes us as individuals, which is part of what we are. So if you're okay, let's talk a little bit about in terms of the early days, Viren. And again, I've got some notes here. We've had conversations here, but in terms of our audience, take us back to the start of that journey, particularly early days in terms of your early education and so forth.
Yeah, happy to. So I came to the UK in the 70s as a refugee. Okay. So we were booted out of Uganda, East Africa, by a chap called Idi Amin.
Yes.
We came to the UK with very little in our pockets. So we were pretty much starting our life fresh, and we were based up in Yorkshire, in Harrogate. And we started life fresh from there. I came along when I was quite young, and I really didn't have formal education till the age of 7.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because I was being shifted between my two different grandparents, because my parents had to find work to sustain ourselves. So as a family, we were all trying to. My parents were all, and his siblings and my uncles were trying to build the family back up again. So they went out to work, and we were shifted between different families to get to until we formally settled in Luton around the age of 7, and that's when I started formally my education journey. It's been interesting. Growing up as an immigrant or a refugee in the 70s and 80s in Britain was quite challenging.
Quite tough.
I went to a polytechnic, so I didn't even go to university. I went to a polytechnic in central London. But that was me driving. That was my brother saying, well, actually, we should be doing this. We will do this. And I was the first in the family to get a degree.
Yeah.
So
massive achievement.
And very similar to some of our current students that study at the OU. It's a big. Some of these people are the first people to get degrees in their family.
That's right.
So it's a big achievement. So you have those challenges and you have those type of issues, but you drive to it. And I got a degree at it, and a degree at the end of the day, a fairly good one. And I was lucky enough to get a job. Even having said that, there were challenges with getting a job.
Yeah, right? Difficulties, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, difficulties for sure. I mean, I'll give you a great example of a challenge that we had where you're applying for jobs, you're putting your name on the CV, and not getting any interviews.
Yeah, just.
I thought, let's change the name. I changed it to Martin Twinker. What happened? Interviews started flowing through. It shows the level of kind of challenge or discrimination that we were facing in that time.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.